What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great, had a great day so far. Anyway, getting into this video of GH. I love Trina. I do. I love that character. Like, she's so real, and she's there for Cameron. Like, she's a really good friend. But Jocelyn, I love how she basically, wanted to know what was up with Jocelyn's attitude. Because it seems like their friendship is really only one way. Like when Jocelyn's going through stuff, about Oscar and Morgan and, her life is crazy. Her friends are always there for her. But when it's their turn and they're going through something, she's not really there for them. Like, Cameron has to go to court to testify and, on behalf of Elizabeth and Scotty to help them try and win their case against Franco to have him committed and stuff. And to do the procedure, this is a big day for him. It's a big day for his family and stuff. And Trina was the only supportive friend. She was the only supportive one. Jocelyn is in her own world, thinking about herself, caring only about herself. And I'm glad Trina let her know, this friendship is only one way. Like, she's really, if she don't shape up, she's going to lose her friends. And I don't like the way Dustin is around Jocelyn. I think Jax and Carly and them need to pay more attention to that. Because I don't like the way, he seemed like a creeper. Like, when he's around Jocelyn, he seems like a creeper. But yeah, like, Jocelyn need to shape up. Because you're on the verge of losing your friends in a minute. Like, I hate friendships like that are just one way. It's like when you're going through something, you don't have that support. But when your friend is going through something, you're there, you're supportive, you're just there for them. And it shouldn't be one way. It should always be both ways. If you're going through something, you should have their support and their, they should be there for you. And when they're going through something, you be there for them and you support them. That's just how friendships are. Like, that's how you're supposed to do. And I feel like Jocelyn is missing that point. And I'm glad Trina is, letting her know this. Like, you need to. So anyway, moving on from that, Robert. Listen, y'all know Robert is my boy. We go way back with Robert. We all know this. But he was kind of irritating me with the way he was coming at Finn today. Like, accusing Finn of being a liar and trying to mess around behind Anna's back, which is not the truth. Some people I seen were saying that, Finn should have just told Robert that he suspects Hayden never miscarried their baby. But in my opinion, I love the way Finn stands up to Robert. Like, he's not afraid of him. He's not intimidated by him. And he just, stands his ground and he lets him know, like, my life is none of your business. What goes on between me and Anna is none of your business. Now, don't get me wrong. I totally respect the fact that Robert is trying to have Anna's back and watch out for her and stuff, make sure ain't no funny business going on while she's out of town. I can respect that. But the way he's constantly harassing Finn is a little ridiculous at this point. Finn doesn't owe Robert an explanation on anything. My whole thing with Finn and Hayden is, I'm pretty sure, Finn still has feelings for her, of course, because that doesn't go away. Like, this is a woman he was going to spend the rest of his life with, have a family with. This was everything he was planning on doing with her just a couple of years ago. And, life moved on. Things happened. Hayden bailed on him, and he fell in love with Anna. They're getting married. But Anna's been gone now for months. And, it does get lonely. And Finn is missing her. He's lonely without her. He's bored, and it's only but so much you can take before the relationship starts to get strained. So if Anna really cared about this relationship, she would put a halt, she would put a hold on her mission and come back to her fiance and start, spending time with him, planning their wedding, their future, step up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Anna needs to really make that sacrifice. Like, it's either your missions or your future with Finn. Like, she needs to make a decision at this point because it's not fair. That's why I totally understood where Felicia was coming from yesterday, because it's not fair to Finn, to be in this one-sided relationship. It's not right. But I am happy that he, found out about his daughter. I'm very happy, and it was about damn time that he found out about their kid, because apparently their daughter got sick or something happened or whatever. Hayden got the phone call, and Finn got a phone call about a patient. So he found out that It's his daughter. It's about time. It's been a long time coming, and I'm happy that he finally knows, and he can spend some time with her and get to know her. Like he's missed out on a couple of years with her, so I'm happy for him. It's about time. But we got one of those resolved, one of those child storylines resolved. Come on, writers. It's time for one more baby storyline to get resolved. You know which one I'm talking about. Let's go. Get it together. It's been a year. Come on now. So anyway, I agree with Laura. Like, wholeheartedly, I agree. I think it's time for Robert to get a little romance in his life. Make life in Port Charles more permanent. You're the DA. It's time for him to get, a little love interest. Who could that be? I don't know. But I hope they find him somebody good, though. But it's about time for Robert to get his own life instead of meddling in Anna and Finn's. It's about time for him to get his little Love Jones going. And I did like the scene with Kevin, of course. Kevin, he was smart. He's always smart and giving good advice, especially for what he told Jason, because Jason wanted Laura's help to get in to see Ryan. And I agree with Kevin. It'll be a waste of time to go see Ryan, because Ryan is going to pretend like he has information that could help Jason. It'll be a waste of time. Ryan doesn't have any information that would exonerate Sam. I highly doubt that he does. I mean, we never know what Bryce could have told him, but I doubt it. So I'm glad that, Kevin warned him, like, if you go see Ryan, he ain't going to do nothing but blow smoke up you. He ain't going to do nothing but blow smoke up your ass. That's all Ryan going to do. He going to pretend like he got information, and he's going to try to broker some type of deal, but in reality, he knows nothing. So it'll be a waste of time. But, Jason being Jason, he got to follow every lead. So I said, well, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, but it might be a waste of your time. And I also, I love the scene with Kevin and Ava. He basically encouraged Ava, move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the art gallery, go back to work, focus on your career, focus on your art gallery. He really, for the most part, kind of uplifted her spirits, because, Julian felt like Ava's losing her grip with reality. He felt like she needed to go back to the hospital. I think he feels like Ava's just being paranoid when it comes to her feeling like somebody's watching her. She's definitely not paranoid. Definitely not. Somebody definitely is watching her. But the way that they're writing it, it makes it seem like it could be in her mind, but also real. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, she's making sense, but it's like she's not making sense. If you catch what I'm saying. But we all know there's somebody following her. We all know that. But, Julian and Autumn haven't seen any evidence that somebody's stalking her. So they're not totally convinced. They just think that she's, having some type of mental breakdown or something, and she's being paranoid because of the drinking. And, that's basically what they're chalking it up to. But Ava knows better. As soon as she got dressed and went out on that terrace, and she told whoever to come get me, she knows somebody out there watching her. She could feel it. She just sense it. She know. She hasn't seen the person, but she just, you can feel when somebody's watching you and stuff. Somebody's eyes are on you. You just, it's a sixth sense. You just feel it, but it's just a mess. And of course, what else? What else? Julian pretty much might have just handed Liz and Scotty a win in their court case, because he dropped a little info or whatever. We don't know what the information was about Kim, but whatever it is, Scotty feels pretty confident about it. He feels like, Julian might have just handed them a win. And, Liz is praying for a victory in this case, because Franco's still walking around thinking he drew, and Martin Gray, aka Tad Martin, sitting there basically telling him, that they're going to go to war, that they're going to win this, trying to pump him up and get him ready. Jason sitting there trying to pump Franco for information, maybe about Peter, maybe that Drew remembers Peter, but he really didn't know. He said that when when Peter bought him a beer, he felt like he knew him, but he can't remember from where or what. He just can't remember. But, eventually it might come back to him. Who knows? I just have a feeling this court case is just, it's not going to go the way anybody thinks it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Liz and Scott think they got this in the bag. Martin thinks he got it in the bag. I'm like, I wouldn't get my hopes up because it can go 50-50. You never know what a judge might do. You never know what a judge is thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can go either or. But, you know, Julian's still trying to look out for Kim or whatever. That's why he kind of gave whatever information he had. He gave it to Scott and Liz because Julian just wants Kim to get better. Like, we all know Franco is not Drew. So he feels like the more Kim keeps believing it, the more she's torturing herself. So Julian's trying to hopefully get Liz and him the victory so that way Kim can move on. Franco can go back to being Franco and Kim can go to therapy or psychiatric, get some type of help that she so desperately needs. Like, so I can't blame Julian for that. Like, even though he's not with her no more, he still genuinely cares about Kim. And I respect it, but, you know, you can't help somebody that don't feel they need the help. Kim has to want the help. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, I believe that's everything about this episode. I don't think there was much about it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.